Week 4!
Ako si Kapitan Victor, ang iyong likod na bantay ng kabisigan. Kasama ko si Doc Pyros, kami magpapalakas ng resistensya nyo. Di ka na uugrabing parusa, magtago ka na. Dito sa Healthy, kasama nyo kami gawing healthy ang inyong katawan.
Fantastic!
Si Al's Learner JC is a proof that life offers second chances. Nagkakamali pero naitatama at patuloy tayo to dream, set our goals, work hard for it, stick to it until we reach the success and the happiness that we hope for. Ako po muli si Sir A, ang inyong ALS coach dito lang sa Alternative Learning System sa DepEd TV. Okay, so good morning pa rin sa ating mga teachers, sa ating mga learners at sa ating mga parents. Ito pa rin po ang ETULay, ang inyong tutor sa DepEd, no, na nagbibigay linaw sa ibang mga lessons natin. At ngayong araw na ito ay bibigyan natin ng pagkakataon na matutunan ang ating aralin sa matematika. Ngayon po ay grade 4 na ang ating ituturo. At ito ay ituturo ng walang iba kundi ang isa sa napakakisig, napakagaling at napakasipag na teacher from SEO Mandaluyong, ang ating EdTech specialist, walang iba kundi si Teacher Bads. Teacher Bads, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Ariel. Ayan, naririnig ba ako, sir?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sir Ariel. So, ngayon naman po, I'll be discussing the continuation of my discussion last week, which is about finding the factors. And ito pong factors na to is somehow related po siya. So, magiging topic din natin ngayon, which is the extension, which is our week 2 lesson about prime and composite numbers. So last week, we discussed about identifying the multiples of a given number up to 100. So on this particular discussion, I'll be discussing identifying the factors of a given number up to 100. So to start our discussion, let's just keep counting of the following numbers. For example, count by threes. I'll give you 15 seconds to come up with the first three multiples of 3. Okay, let's try to answer the question. The first multiple is 3, the second multiple is 6, and the third multiple is 9. So, tingnan natin, we have 3, 6, and 9. Paano ba natin nakuha yung 3, 6, and 9? The first one is 3 times 1 will give us 3. 6 times 2, 3 times 2 will give us 6. And 3 times 3 will give us 3. Ang tawag po natin dito ngayon ay factors. Factors of 3 ay 1 and 3. Factors of 2, of 6, 2 and 3. And yung 9 naman po is 3 and 3. So hindi lang yan, meron pang iba. Marami pa diyang mga factors na mamaya mapapalalimin pa natin ang ating talakayan. For our next number, count by 4 or multiples of 4. For multiples of 4, we have 4, 8, and 12. So now let's try to get the factors of 4, 8, and 12. For 4, we have 4 times 1, 4 times 2, and 4 times 3. So, ito po yung magiging factors ng 4, 8, and 12. Ulitin ko po, meron pa pong other factors yan. Inalo lang po natin, how do we come up with this skip counting? We have 4 multiplied by 1 will give us 4. 4 multiplied by 2 will give us 8. So these are the things that we need to consider in finding the factors. For our last number, skip counting by 7. I'll give you 15 seconds. Time's up. We have 7, 14, and 21. Now let's try to look for the factors. We have 7 multiplied by 1, 7 times 2, and 7 times 3. These are the factors of 7, 14, and 21. Sum of the factors, lalo na yung 7 times 2 and 7 times 3. When we talk about factors, these are the numbers that when we multiply can give a larger number or a product. For example, we have 3 times 5 will give us 15. In every number, it has at least 2 factors, the number itself and 1. So again, let's try to remember this one, at least 2 factors, the number itself and 1. Some numbers have more than 2 factors like 12. So later on, we will be discussing ano yung mga halimbawa niyan. Let's analyze. For 12, we need to think of 2 numbers na pag multiply natin ay magbibigay sa atin ng 12. Siyempre, we will start with 1. 1 times 12. Another one, 2 times 6. This will give us 12. And last one, we have 3 times 4. Again, these are the factors of 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. These are the multiplication sentence for this one. And if we're going to list all the factors of 12, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. These are the factors of 12. So, paano ba natin makukuha yun? We need to think of 2 numbers, a pair of numbers na pag multiply natin will give us 12. On this particular example, we have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. When we list down all of this, we have factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Let's have another example. Factors of 4. Let's always start with 1. 1 times 4 will give us 4. And another one is 2 times 2 will give us 4. So factors of 4 is 1, 2, and 4. So factors of 4 is 1 or 1, 2, 4. That's it. When you express number 4 as a product of 2 or more numbers, each of these counting numbers, 1, 2, and 4 are factors of 4. Let's have the next example. 16. We have 1 and 16. Another one, 2 and 16, ay 2 and 8. And last one is 4 and 4. So ayan, medyo si teacher yata nahihilo nung ginagawa niya yung PowerPoint. Ayan. So these are the factors of 16. We have 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So these are the factors of 16. So let's have our learning task number 1. Select the factors of the following number. We have 9. I will give you 15 seconds to pick or to select all the factors of 9. Okay, let's try to select all the factors of 9. We have 1, 3, and 9. So for our number one, for our question number 1, factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. Let's have another one, 20. Okay, for our number 2, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Sama po natin yung 20 dyan. For our next number, 8. Ayan, tama si Jean, Marceliana, at Yensa. Okay. For our question number 3, we have 1, 2, 4, and 8. So these are the factors of 8. Let's proceed to our next example. 18. Select all the factors of 18. Okay. We have for 18, the factors are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Now let's proceed with our next question. Gladys tungkol magay, correct? Si Ma'am Evelyn, tama? So ayan po yung mga nakatama sa ating question number 4. Let's have question number 5. For 30, let's all identify the factors of 30. For question number 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. So these are the factors of 30. So that is our discussion about finding the factors of a given number. So since alam na natin kung paano kunin yung factors, we can now identify whether a number is a prime or a composite number. So let's try to discuss this example. I want you to observe the given situation or the given equation. We have three factors. Ang factors niya ay 1 and 3. You will notice that 3 has only two factors, 1 and 3. Therefore, 3 is an example of a prime number. On the other side, we have 9, we have 1 and 9 and 3 and 3. On this particular example, you will notice that 9 have more than two factors. We have 1, 3, and 9. Therefore, 9 is an example of a composite number. Upon looking at this slide, on this particular slide, ma-identify na kagad natin ano yung composite and ano yung prime. Ano yung pinagkaiba nila. Ngayon naman, let's try to answer more activities para mas mapalalim pa natin yung understanding natin about prime and composite number. When we talk about prime numbers, a number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. For example, 7 is a prime because the only numbers that will divide into it evenly are 1 and 7. So, ang factors lang ng 7 ay 1 and 7. Another examples of prime numbers, we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 31, 37, and so on. So these are the examples of prime numbers. Let's have composite numbers. When we talk about composite numbers, a number that has more than two factors, for example, 8. The factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. So makikita natin talaga na hindi lang siya 1 and 8. Meron pa siyang kasama 2 and 4. And let's have another examples of composite numbers. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, and 21. Ito yung example ng ating composite numbers. Let's have our learning task number 2. Identify whether the following is a prime or composite number. Write your answer on your notebook. For question number 1, we have 9. Identify if it is prime or composite. For 9, this is a composite number. Let's have 17. Seventeen is an example of prime numbers. Correct. Ma'am Gina Luwalhati, Gladys, Amelia, and Aida Haji. Tama. Para naman sa 17, ito ay prime. Correct. Gina, Nelia, Rosa, Gladys, and Mildred. For our next number, 65. Prime or composite? For 65, this is composite. Kasi po, meron pa siyang mga other factors. For 47, Composite. Ayan. Kasi medyo nagkaka-problem tayo. So, for 47, it's a prime number. For 53, is a prime number. And for 74, this is a composite number. Now let's have our wrap up for this topic. Prime numbers is a number whose only factors are 1 and the number itself. And composite numbers is a number which has more than 2 factors. So, ayan po yung pinagkaiba ng dalawang diniscuss po natin ngayong araw. For our final activity, learning task number 3. Choose the letter of the correct answer. For question number 1, what is the smallest prime number? For question number 1, the correct answer is letter C, number 2. For our next question, which is a prime number? Okay, the correct answer here is letter A, 43. For our next question, choose the letter of the correct answer. Which number listed below is a composite number? Correct. The correct answer here is letter D, 18. For our fourth question, which group of numbers are all composite numbers? Remember, all. Data. Okay, for this question number 2, question number 4, the correct answer is letter B. We have 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. We cannot consider letter A because 2 is a prime number. Again, 2 is a prime number. For this one, the correct answer is letter B. So, letter B po tayo dyan. Next. Which group of numbers are all prime numbers? Thank you, Robert, for this appreciation. Which group of numbers are all prime numbers? Ayan. Tingnan natin. The correct answer here is letter B. We have 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. For letter A, ayan, pumipiyok lang si teacher. For letter A, lahat po yan ay composite numbers. For letter C, 15 is an example of composite numbers. At dito rin po sa letter D, pare-pareho po na combination po siya ng prime and composite numbers. Now, let's have our last activity this morning. Let's take the challenge. Number 13 is a prime number. And when 13 is reversed, you get 31, which is also a prime number. The question now is, name 3 other pairs of reversible 2-digit prime numbers. Again, 13 is a prime number. And when 13 is reversed, you get 31, which is also a prime number. What I want you to do now is to name 3 other pairs of reversible 2-digit prime numbers. I'll give you a minute to answer this question. Yeah, time is not working. Nakalimutan ko lang siyang i-play. So, ayan. Pair of numbers, ang example niya ay 13 and 31. You need to identify 3 other pairs. Ayan. Si Aida, si Zep, si Lizelle, si Marites, meron na silang mga na-identify. Ayan. Tingnan natin mamaya kung tama ang magiging sagot nila. Ayan, tingnan natin. Meron ng mga nakakuha ng 2. Tingnan natin, dapat tatlong pair ng prime numbers. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for the first pair, we have 17 and 71. Ayan, may nakatama. The second pair is 37 and 73. And the last pair is 79 and 97. For those na sumagot ng 19 and 91, 19 is a prime number, but 91 is a composite number. Why? Because factors of 91 are 1 and 91, 7 and 13. So again, the 3 other pairs na reversible 2-digit prime numbers are 17 and 71, 37 and 73, 79 and 97. Thank you, Ma'am Elena. Correct. 91 is a composite number. So, ayun po. I think that concludes my presentation this morning about identifying prime and composite numbers. I hope sa mga susunod nating discussion ay nandyan pa rin kayo to answer yung mga question natin and to understand yung ating discussion this morning. And I will try my best na para tapusin yung discussion natin, magkakaroon tayo ng isang parang brain teaser na pwede nating masagutan na talagang pag-iisipan po natin yung ating sagot. Again, kita-kits po ulit tayo sa susunod nating pagkikita next week. Ako pa rin po ang inyong magiging ETULay tutor, Teacher Badge, para sa ating mga darating na lesson sa Mathematics for Grade 4. Again, paalam!
Thank you, Teacher Buds. Ayan, so magbe-break mo muna ang ating ETULay at tayo magbabalik ng 1 o'clock para sa ating grade 5 math at meron din tayong 2 o'clock para sa grade 6 mathematics. So tawagin nyo na mamayang 1 o'clock ang inyong mga anak, ang inyong mga kaibigan at sabay-sabay tayong matuto ng mathematics mamayang 1 o'clock. Maraming salamat po. Happy lunch!
That's right.